This lighting sucks. Welcome to Movies with James. Today we're talking about Split, the newest horror thriller by M. Night Shyamalan. The guy brought us classic nightmare tales like The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, and actual nightmares like The Last Airbender and After Earth. Split stars James McAvoy, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Betty Buckley. So if you've seen the trailers for Split, you can tell it looks really good, really creepy, really suspenseful, really scary. It's not scary whatsoever, so if you're worried about being scared, go see it. I was worried, wasn't scared a bit. Very calm movie. Well, I wouldn't say calm, I would just say it's not terrifying. Like, you can bring a child to it. Well, no, maybe, no, don't bring a kid to it. But like, if your kid's like really mature, or if he's like a cool kid, you can bring him, but don't bring like a little bitch. If your kid's a little bitch, don't bring him, is all I'm saying. It's not that scary. So Split follows the story of a man who kidnaps 3 girls and keeps them in a basement. This man happens to have 23 personalities, and the girls are subjected to the man's 23 personalities. And yeah, at least they weren't subjected to the movie 23. That would have been a real torturous event. I know what you're thinking, guy kidnaps 3 girls, keeps them in a basement, deliverance, here we come. Nope, very little of that actually. It's mainly just, hey girls, I'm gonna kidnap you and freak you the fuck out, is that cool? So he has 23 personalities, and his doctor or psychiatrist is all talking about how because he believes he's a different person, he can biologically manifest them physically. Bullshit. If he believes he's someone else, his body will actually change into that personality. That's bullshit. Doesn't happen. Doesn't work that way. He's unlocking extra parts of his brain that we don't use. More bullshit. I really hate this stuff about unlocking more of your brain. Lucy, Limitless. Stop saying it. Actually, you're wrong. We only access 10% of our brain. At a time. Why the hell would we only use 10% of our brain? That makes no sense. Oh, you're telling me if I use all my brain I can levitate things and make a lot of money and turn into 23 people? Thanks for the lesson. Fuck. So James McAvoy, I'm not sure if he or she, I don't want to use the wrong pronouns here. He kinda is always changing back and forth. He's a little boy, he's a lady, he's a creepy dude, he's a Brooklyn dude. It's great. Clearly they should rename this movie James McAvoy Wants an Oscar. But I'll be honest, he did a great job acting in it. But the story pretty much, yep. Creepy guy with 23 personalities, kidnaps a bunch of girls, locks them up, and just does what everyone with 23 personalities would do. Be a fucking weirdo. M. Night Shyamalan movies are like any good porn. They end with either hit or miss. Split was a money shot. The goods of the movie. There's a lot. I really like this movie actually. Number 1, the imagery. Oh god, it's good. For a movie consisting of women trapped in a basement, an old lady, and a creepy skinhead, it was beautifully shot. James McAvoy, like I said, killer acting job. He's turning into everyone, he's being everyone, but he is an actor, so it's kind of what you're supposed to do. This is a very little thing, but I really enjoyed it. The title sequence, when it's like introduces the movie Split, it's really cool. Like, you'll watch it and you get really excited for the movie. Like, you're sitting, ooh, this is gonna be good. I'm getting excited. Kind of on the lines of 10 Cloverfield Lane, their title sequence, very well shot. The story's very compelling. Like, I kept watching going, ooh, what's gonna happen? Because they kind of allude to a thing called The Beast. I don't want to give anything away, because the problem with M. Night Shyamalan movies is that if you say one word, you can easily give away the entire thing. For example, he's dead. That's how I could give it away that easily. But I'm not gonna do that. See, it's very easy to spoil an M. Night Shyamalan movie because it kind of relies on the fact of not knowing a single little thing. So I'm not going to do that. This movie though, it's not super M. Night Shyamalan-y to the point where you could ruin it with a single word. There is a twist, of course, and there's a little thing at the end that I didn't like. It was a little Marvel movie-esque, and I'd hate that. You'll know what I'm talking about if you watch it. But I'd have to say it's probably the best movie I've seen this year, but we're only a month in, so let's wait. The movie doesn't beat around the bush a lot. It starts off with a kidnapping. 3 girls and a dad, they're at some kind of birthday party, get together or whatever, though they clearly state that one girl doesn't really belong there, and the other 2 girls are kind of being, well, how should I say this? They're being total bitches. So they establish one girl is kind of a loner, the other girls are total bitches, pretty much just establishing who is expendable within this movie. Then they get to the kidnapping and the movie ensues. It gets a little slow, but then it picks up. The worst part of the movie is when it slows down. Like, you're really compelled the whole time, you're going, ooh, what personality is going to come up next? Is he going to be a firefighter? Maybe a policeman? Oh my goodness, what if he's a dragon? Like, you're really curious what he's going to do next, but then it gets really boring and it's kind of repetitive. They line up a surprise for the end. The whole movie's talking about something happening, so you have to watch, but the whole time you're not really caring what's happening in the moment. You want to know what's going to happen. So the suspense is there, but only because you know you have to wait till the end or you'll be annoyed. It's a great premise, but I feel like execution wasn't perfect. You could tell when M. Night Shyamalan's writing got a little dull. He's like, let's just add in a few extra minutes to make it not super short. Alright, time to review this movie. Doing 5 categories: story, acting, production, creativity, and watchability. Here we go. Story. Great idea for a story. Get kidnapped, put into a cell. The guy is a girl, and a little boy, and a dickhead, and a total asshole, and a monster, and a nice guy, and a fashion designer. It's awesome. Girls try to escape, girls don't escape. Girls try again, they don't escape. There's a doctor. The doctor's like, hey dude, what's up? I'm 23 people. Oh, okay, cool, come to my office, we'll talk about it. It's a great story, but the way they finish the story isn't the best, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna give it away, but they get some lulls, a couple dips. Story, 4 to 5. Acting. Oh yeah, James McAvoy, you're the man. Great job acting this one. Anya Taylor-Joy, this girl's killer. She plays a troubled youth who kind of has traumatic life and is kind of a loner, which, you know, she did a good job playing it, but the thing that bugs me is, you know, in real life, loner girls who are kind of, you know, who are kind of quiet and keep to themselves, they're never beautiful. They're never good looking. They're overweight, have weird color hair, and are irritating. This girl's way too good looking to be a depressed little teenager. Makes no sense. But she did her best job, we'll give her that. Betty Buckley, old lady, good job. But acting, we're gonna have to give that one a 4 to 5. Production. The weird thing about this movie is there's not one special effect. Yeah, sure, maybe some costume and a little enhancement, but no special effects whatsoever, which I really commend. It was a filmmaker's movie. They just did basic shots, suspense. The score was amazing. You know that sound you think a spaceship would make when it goes by a planet? But you know in reality it would make no sound because there's no sound waves in space. A lot of that noise going on. Very suspenseful sound, great score. The budget seemed like it probably could have been pretty cheap. Not a lot of infrastructure, just a room. You know, maybe a little makeup. Not a lot going on there. Camera, of course. But hey, good production. But it was no Arrival. I mean, it was a good production, but it was no E.T. Production though, 3 out of 5. Creativity. Okay, I'm a little divided on this one. Here's the problem. It's creative, the movie, the guy kidnapping people, having 23 personalities, but this whole multiple personality thing is not a new thing. So yeah, it's creative in the fact that they have multiple personalities going on, but it's not like, whoa, he has a billion personalities and a sword. Let's just go with a 2.5 on creativity. Watchability, yes, it's very watchable. I'll give them that. I couldn't stop watching it. The problem is that they promise you a little present. It's like, hey, watch our movie and I'll give you a little present. So you have to watch till the end. 4 to 5. 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2.5 plus 4.
The answer is 17.5.
17.5 times 4.
The answer is 70.
70. Official score of Split is a 70. Wow. I was spot on with the critics. Well, close enough. They gave it a 74, I gave it a 70, but I'm a little more, you know, I give them a little more pressure. Critics, you were close, but no cigar. It's a 70. You got a 74. I'm not sure we did wrong. Probably an accounting error. It happens. Final thoughts on this movie. It's a great horror movie to bring anyone to, because it's not scary. Split is not a scary movie. Not to be confused with Splice, which is a very disturbing movie, and I don't recommend you watch that. Well, actually, I do recommend you watch it, but it's very disturbing. Split, on the other hand, it's not that scary. The fact that he has multiple personalities makes him less scary. So if your grandma likes scary movies, but she, you know, has prone to heart attacks, if there's any pop-out scenes, bring her this movie. She'll be like, oh, that was a great scary movie and it didn't fuck up my pacemaker. Thanks, son. Great grandma movie. Great grandma movie. There's an old lady in it, she'll relate to it, she'll go, oh, it's like me. She'll love it. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Movies with James. It has been a good time, not the best time, but it's been an okay time. It's not always the best time. Sometimes it's a bad time. Sometimes it's an okay time. It's an okay time. So, you know what? Have a nice day. I mean, well, it's nighttime. Have a nice night. Have a nice life. Goodbye. No one has 23 personalities. Maybe some YouTubers have 2 personalities, but no one has 23. It's ridiculous.